Hi, I'm Diane Holmes, and if you're a novelist, a writerpreneur, or an authorpreneur, this is for you. I want to change how you think about writing marketable fiction, the kind that readers really love and buy. Because seriously, one of the hardest parts about writing kick-ass fiction is what to do when you're, quote, doing everything right, but it's not working. It's your dream. This is the story you want to tell, and boy, do you care. You're 100% committed. You write and you write and you write. You master the craft of fiction, but you're not getting rave reviews, or not selling well enough. So there's that. And then there's all the feedback you get, to make it better. And it's just crazy all over the place, It's like, cut this scene. No, it's a really great scene. Or your characters are boring. I love your characters. And, three things happen. One, you're stuck, except unless you can fix it, you don't have a novel or much of a career. Two, you go to rewriting hell, where you rewrite based on what your critique partners say, and you make it worse. It's like you lose a story spark, all the fragments don't even fit together, you've got new problems that are worse than the old. It's fun times. And the third thing is that when there's this moment that you realize that the advice was crap, but you look at it and you don't know how to fix it. You don't even know why it's going off the rails because your manuscript is officially broken. But man, when you nail it, the rush, right? And when the readers and you are like this, that's wonderful. It's that total alignment with you and the reader. And if you could do that all the time, that'd be a powerful tool. So how do you? You've already asked your critique partners, and if they had the right advice, it would be fixed by now. It would be fixed forever, in fact. But let's say a miracle occurs and you do get the right advice. Well, then what? It's fixed in one situation, one place. You need a powerful tool, not a Band-Aid. You need to solve the problem on every page, every scene, every flippin' book. And to have any real value, we need a solution that does that. In fact, it should work across genres too, because isn't connecting with readers a universal trait of storytelling? That's my point. So the miracle unicorn solution for you should be a solution for every fiction writer who has readers. This is the holy grail. But what is it? It's like there's a chasm, and you're on one side with the craft of fiction, and the reader's on the other side, like totally unimpressed. It's what's in this chasm that matters. Marketable fiction is fiction readers love. Inside the chasm is the missing reader love and the missing writer knowledge. What is this missing knowledge? What's holding you back? Well, that's the magical unicorn solution. That's where it lives. And what would you pay to know how to make readers say, oh my God, on every page in every single book? It's like $1 million, right? Well, none of us want to be the writer who never sees his or her book in print. And we don't want to settle for being so published. Here's an interesting statistic. Author Earnings did this big, research survey, and, this is from Amazon, but 9,900 writers are earning $10,000 or more, which Author Earnings points out is a non-trivial supplementary income. Okay, so here's the deal. On Amazon, there are 7,408,138 books that come up for fiction. It's like, dude, over 7 million fiction authors or less. No one reads their books. So let's be focused on what's important. Our goal is marketable fiction, fiction that people really want to buy and read and love. And to start, we have to stop running around with our craft of fiction hammer, thinking everything's a nail, when it's not a character or plot problem. It's something else entirely, and that would be a good start. We need to start thinking differently. We thought we had all the pieces of the puzzle with craft of fiction. We just didn't. But I'd like to tell you about something equally important to craft of fiction, something I spent 4 years studying. And this does solve the inconsistent feedback, what the hell do I do and how do I fix it and why isn't it a selling problem? I have a name for it. I call this missing knowledge pacing. And this ain't your mama's pacing. This is black belt ninja pacing. A lot of times pacing is used to mean fast, like every book should be fast. In that case, To Kill a Mockingbird has sucky pacing because it's not fast, except it doesn't. It's a wonderful book. And frankly, most pacing advice is illogical, unhelpful, or just the tip of the iceberg. I've actually been told write shorter sentences. Like, no, books with longer sentences actually work. So I have my own definition of pacing, and here it is. Pacing is how gripped the reader is by your story, on every sentence, every page, across scenes, chapters, and books, book after book, genre to genre. I look at pacing as how to bridge the chasm. If you master pacing and you can do it over and over reliably, then you have no problems. And you can do it for, To Kill a Mockingbird or Mockingjay, with a plot, without a plot, genre fiction, literary fiction. That's what I teach. I teach black belt ninja level writing your best possible version of your story. That's empowering. To be able to say in this section of my story, the problem is craft of fiction, but over here, you know what? It's the chasm. It will take skills in understanding what's in the reader's head, because the problem is really about how gripped the reader is. Like, wow, that's a next level skill. And if you want a black belt in that, then I have good news for you. You're in the right place, because over the next few days, I'd like to help you get started. Write in the comments below and let me know if you're in. Let me know if you've experienced the frustration of not knowing what's going wrong and you'd like to bridge the chasm. I've got a lot of good things in store for you, totally free. Watch your inbox and stay tuned. So until then, I'll see you in the email. Bye-bye.